What's up, guys? I'm Crystal Lee Naomi, aka Jasmine Borders on Tyler Perry's Sisters. Be sure to subscribe to the Haves and the Have-Nots review for not only reviews on the Haves and the Have-Nots, but also on Sisters. And while you're at it, give your girl a follow on Instagram at Crystal Lee Naomi. And I'll see you every Wednesday at 9, only on BET.
All right, Sisters fans. Wow, a lot of people were hitting me up about this. Pretty much around the same amount of people, not maybe a week or two ago, who were like, Jeremy, what if the woman that Zach encountered at the airport who wants to give him like stock information, what if that's Preston's mother? And it looks like that's not the case based on certain things we've seen in this week's episode. But you never know. I mean, these characters with aliases or pseudonyms, you never know their real identity. But a lot of people were telling me, Jeremy, what have you thought about what if that guy, Victor is the name of the guy, that Andy met at the law firm, you know, the one who's freaking out about the pending divorce and the fact that his wife might leave him with nothing. What if he is the soon-to-be ex-husband of the woman named Tony, Tony? Actually, thankfully, because I looked at the end credits for the episode, and my gosh, I forgot how quickly BET just zooms through those damn credits. So Tony is the name of the woman, Victor is the name of the man. What if they're married, they're about to get a divorce, and perhaps this stock information is the way that she's going to run him dry. But here's the thing. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I actually went back and rewatched the scene between Andy and Fatima before Andy went to meet with Victor. Fatima was saying that this guy pretty much did nothing but pick up, like, was it tennis balls or golf balls at, like, you know, a tennis court or a golf course. Basically, he was just, you know, a ball handler, if you will. You know, somebody who cleans up after, you know, like the rich people or whoever else is, you know, playing the sport. And his wife was pretty much the breadwinner of the family. And as a result, you know, he's like, oh my gosh, I'm getting a divorce and she's going to leave me with nothing. Hence why Fatima was all mad. Like, you know, I wish I would. You know, I'm the one working hard, making all this money. We are about to split and he wants to take my money? Nuh-uh. So, something ain't adding up. This woman could indeed be fabricating an entirely different narrative from what Victor's saying, you know, from being married to a senator, Leslie Whitmill, the fact that, you know, he's been doing this illegal stock information exchange to make a lot of money over the years. So, I mean, the only way this could work is if she is indeed lying to Zach, which does seem to be the case, because seriously, and being black, I feel like I could say this. What white person, well, let's be specific because we know what we saw. An older white woman who might have a thing for black guys, an older white woman is willing to invite a young black man who she never met before, aside from him pulling a good Samaritan by getting her laptop, invites him to her hotel room alone for drinks as well as stock information, and on top of that is willing to, she said, you know, I don't know you, and it's like, what, you trust me? Well, I don't necessarily trust you, but I'll let you have the $50,000 to go and you know, put in bank accounts. So you literally need this guy as a scapegoat. There's no. I know Tyler Perry has a knack for writing such unrealistic scenarios in shows and movies, but Sisters does seem a bit grounded to an extent. I do feel like the only time the show truly went over the top when it didn't need to was at the end of season 1, where damn near, what was it, the FBI, SWAT, everything arrested Gary. That was a bit too much. But other than that, the show's been pretty realistic, except for how people look at Andy. But to be real, there are people that blindsided by love and stupidity in real life. But a black man trusted with $50,000 to just walk out of that room? Nah, something ain't right. She could be making up this entire, you know, fake story. You know, I believe that Victor did tell Andy that, you know, my wife has already met with her lawyer and everything, and, you know, this could be all to, you know, set it up where I can't get anything. And Andy's like, don't worry, I've arranged it so everything's good to go. And you got to think of it. You got Victor, who's worried his wife will leave him with nothing, and then you have Tony, who's worried her husband isn't going to give her anything at all. And if I remember correctly, didn't she say, hey, take this $50,000, open these bank accounts, and you could slowly, pass money over to me, as well as you keeping the interest, because if this divorce doesn't go the way, worst case scenario, I lose everything. And this money is kind of like a safety net for you to open these accounts for, make this money, and that way I'll have, security after the divorce is over. So it's interesting. I mean, not to mention you got Andy saying, I've always liked Zach. So imagine if, let's say, these two are married and then the divorce kind of goes through, and then he's like, yeah, well, it was $50,000 that were supposed to be in our account, but it's suddenly gone. And then it's like, oh, wait, that's interesting. And then somehow, some way, it's discovered that she gave the money to somebody else to invest in stock information. And then it turned out that it was Zach, and then Andy knows about it because Andy might warm up to the idea of Fatima, and Zach like, wow, you're right, Fatima, Zach is really changed. And then this thing happens, and then once again, Zach is the bad guy. So, yeah. It would be crazy if these two were married, but like I said, I feel like we need to wait 1 or 2 more episodes to get more information, because unless Tony is completely lying to Zach, I don't think her and Victor are together, because the guy that was in Andy's office doesn't look like a senator to me. Just saying. Well, then again, I don't know. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. As always, make sure you take a moment to hit like, hit subscribe, hit the bell icon and select all. That way you don't miss out when I post content on the channel. Follow me on social media, and if you would like to donate to the channel, feel free to do so on PayPal or Cash App. And remember, social media links as well as the links to my PayPal and Cash App are in the description box below.